Morning. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today this Saturday morning. I just woke up not too long ago. I'm having my cup of coffee and I am ready to read to you guys. Stella's trying to hide from you. All right, who is ready? I have a wonderful book for you today. This is called The Girl with a Mind for Math, The Story of Raye Montague, written by Julia Finley Mosca and illustrated by Daniel Riley. Let me do the famous adjustment. Oh boy, oh boy. Meet Ray Montague, the hidden mastermind who made waves in the U.S. Navy. Let's see what she did. If there's something you want, but it seems out of reach, here's a story for you, a great truth it'll teach. When you focus your mind, you'll succeed through and through, like one bold engineer by the name of Montague. Oh, wrong way. In a state we call Arkansas, one winter day, a baby was welcomed, a girl they called Ray. She was bright as a star, super smart from the start. She was headstrong, this child, and not faint of heart. Yes, this girl had potential. Her granddad was proud. He told her, work hard and you'll stand from the crowd. Then something she'd cherish when Ray was just 7. He took her to see her first ship. It was heaven. A real submarine? Her eyes opened wide. Who made it? She asked as they followed the guide. Engineers, said the man, giving Ray's head a pat. But, my dear, you don't need to know all about that. All the time the man's insult went over in her head. No, you can't, were the words he had meant but not said. Engineering, thought Ray, and her life dream began, except most people laughed when she told them her plan. Stay strong, said her mom. Use your brains, you'll be fine. There will always be people who pay you no mind. Just because you're a girl and because you are black, don't let them or the state of your school hold you back. You see, schools in those days were what's called segregated. The black and the white students were kept separated. That's wrong, you exclaim. It was dismissal, no fooling. And worst of all, white kids received better schooling. But Ray studied hard. She had grit, taught herself she was gifted in math, and read books by the shelf. When the time came for college, she knew what to choose. She learned to build boats, but she got some bad news. Engineering's not taught to black students, they said, and her heart hit the floor. I'll take business instead. She learned what she could, and she learned the rest later. Their rules were unjust, but the school wouldn't break her. Ray finished with honors. Oh boy, what a smarty, she said her farewells. There was no time to party. I'm off to a place filled with history greats, the capital city of all 50 states. Now, finding a job, it turned out that took time. She looked and she looked. Ray was not just one to whine. Then it must have been fate, at least that's what it seems. She was hired to type, where they build submarines. The Navy, that's right. Oh, did I skip? Hold on. No, I did not. Okay. The Navy, that's right. Oh, but hold all your cheers. Ship designing was only for trained engineers. So she watched as they worked and she learned every task, even studied computers by night in a class. Then her big break arrived. The whole staff got the flu. Ray did all of her work, and the engineers too. Her boss was in shock. How? He exploded. From memory, said Ray, and with that, got promoted. Life should have been swell, yet that wasn't the case. Her boss treated her poorly because of her race. Many people like him tried to make her feel small. Ray just held her head high, and she outworked them all. What next? From the White House, there came a command. The president ordered a ship, make it grand. And quickly he added, well, that didn't fly. All of those plans should take engineers months to supply. Here's the thing about when designing a boat, there are thousands of measurements one needs to note. All of those numbers take math, and that takes some time. But Ray had been working on something sublime. Hold on, it's falling apart. She took a deep breath. I can solve this, she said. I've come up with the system to do it instead. I'll draw the plans faster, she told them. Don't fret. I'll design the first ship by computer. No sweat. How long do you think it might take? What's your guess? Would it take her a month, maybe weeks for success? Well, it took calculations and tons of caffeine, but Ray finished in hours, just over 18. Not even a full day, and she finished plans. Who programmed? It worked! All the blueprints were done. The ship was construction. The engineers stunned. Constructed, sorry. Stunned. You did it, they cheered, and her boss had to say that her quick mind for math had in fact saved the day. The end? No, not quite. When Ray's ship was unveiled, the only white men could go, and Ray's invite not mailed. Say what? You heard right, not invited. Horrible. In fact, some might say it was downright deplorable. She built it and didn't even get invited. Yet Ray kept her cool, gave her best every day, and in time all her skills were applauded. Hooray! People learned of her work. Who is this Ray? They demand. When they met her, they stared and expected a man. Yes, that happened a lot. Many could not believe that a woman of color did all she achieved. Some even thought Ray was a maid. Sad but true. When they ordered a drink, she said, bring me one too. All her humor and wit served her well through the years, as she battled hard times with laughs and not tears. And that boss in the Navy who'd been so unkind made Ray the first woman to lead ship design. More honors would follow, her fame picked up steam, and finally at last she accomplished her dream. That title she worked for, an engineer, score! Now that the world knows her feat, she's hidden no more. So the lesson to all is don't ever give in. Take a chance, rock the boat. If it sinks, you can swim. When a storm comes your way, hold your course and don't stress. Never quit, and like Ray, propel straight to success. Dear reader, if you had a dream like I did, study hard and stay focused. Always remember, just because someone says you can't, that doesn't have to stop you. You might have to go in a different direction, and it might take you a little longer, but you can achieve your dreams. Ray Montague. Let's see, I wanted to tell you a little bit more about her. She created the first computer designed ship, and then She became the first black woman to become head engineer of the Navy. So she was born on January 21st in 1935 in Little Rock, Arkansas. That's close to my birthday, but I wasn't born in 1935. She graduated from high school in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. She completes the world's first ship designed by computer in 18 hours and 26 minutes in 1971. What else? In 1978, licensed as a registered professional engineer in the United States. 1984, becomes the Navy's first female program manager of ships. She retired back in 1990 from the U.S. Navy and received flag flown over U.S. Capitol in her honor, and she returns to Little Rock, Arkansas to live near her family. Honored by the U.S. Navy as the first hidden figure. Featured in ABC News in 2017 on the morning show Good Morning America. Honored by Congressional Black Caucus. And back in 2018, she passed away on October 10th in Little Rock, Arkansas, surrounded by family. So she lived a big, strong life, and she achieved her dream by perseverance, determination, and just apparently wit and funniness. Thank you all so much for joining me this morning. I hope you had a wonderful day, and I hope your weekend is going so swell. Possibly next Friday and Saturday we will be doing the same thing. I believe I will be pre-recording for the Friday and Saturday time. I might be not be doing a live, but stay tuned Tuesday for our Steam video. I wasn't gonna do something cool, but you know what? I'm probably gonna put the thing that I wanted to do under the link. Anyways, say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you all for joining me, and you have the most wonderful, wonderful day. Bye, guys.
Bye.
And